To arrests happening at universities across the United States as pro-Palestinian protesters battle with authorities and counter-protesters. Clashes coming to a head at several campuses last night. While the protest demands vary from campus to campus, a major focus is that universities divest from companies with financial ties to Israel. Confrontations between protesters, police, and counter-protesters.
Shame on UCLA! This is like Jim Crow-era segregation!
Dueling groups clashed overnight at the University of California, Los Angeles, shoving, kicking, and beating each other with sticks after pro-Israel counter-protesters tried to pull down barricades surrounding a pro-Palestinian encampment.
One of my friends has a massive bump on the back of his head. He just got whacked when he was up here. I mean, they were coming up here and just like violently attacking us. It was honestly something that I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not seeing it coming. But I just didn't think that it would ever get to this, escalate to this level.
Our city officials are scared to step up to the left, understanding that this is the world that they're breeding. It's going to be a black eye for themselves. It's going to be a black eye for the neighbors. It's going to be a black eye for the professors. Everybody, you better step up before this gets worse. This is a warning sign.
Police eventually stepped in and slowly separated the groups. That appeared to quell the violence. Classes have been canceled today at the university due to the distress caused by the violence that took place on Royce Quad late last night and early this morning. The clashes at UCLA followed police action at another pro-Palestinian protest at New York's Columbia University. Columbia's Hamilton Hall had been occupied by pro-Palestinian protesters after a demonstration on the university's main grounds that had paralyzed the school for 2 weeks had been cleared.
There were individuals on the campus, should not have been there. There were people who are professionals, and we saw evidence of training. We saw a shift in tactics that were being used.
Pro-Palestinian demonstrations were also active at New York City's college last night. New York City Mayor Eric Adams says about 300 people were arrested in police crackdowns on the protests at both City and Columbia. Adams insisting that the break-in at Columbia's Hamilton Hall was led by individuals who were not affiliated with the university.
We are processing the arrests to distinguish between who were actual students and who were not supposed to be on the ground. It was about external actors hijacking peaceful protests and influence students to escalate. There's nothing peaceful about barricading buildings, destroying property, or dismantling security cameras.
Columbia University's president releasing a statement today outlining why she called in police the night before. Minu Shafiq said protesters taking over an administration building was a drastic escalation of the initial encampment at the college, which pushed the university to the brink, creating a disruptive environment for everyone and raising safety risks to an intolerable level.
Americans have the right to peacefully protest. They have the right to peacefully protest as long as it's within the law and that it's peaceful. Forcibly taking over a building is not peaceful. It's just not.
Columbia is asking the NYPD to stay on campus until May 17th. Final exams will be going fully remote for the university's main campus, and the submission of grades for graduating students has been pushed back.
Divest! We will not stop! We will not rest!
Police have swept through campuses across the U.S. over the last 2 weeks in response to protests calling on universities to stop doing business with Israel or companies that support the war in Gaza. There have been more than 1,000 arrests.